tighten that up and walk around like that. Yeah, whatever works, right? To correct your posture, go to a physiotherapist, whatever the back specialist is, you know. Get a deep massage, you know, Thai massage, whatever, you know, deep tissue thing, etc., etc., to correct your posture, right? Try to, you know, keep that balance, right? Okay. You have a look at Bruce Lee. Apparently, his shoulder, what's the word for it? Was perfect. Everything was perfectly aligned. Apparently, you know. Like, look at me. My shoulders are like out of line, aren't they? So I need to do some work to, you know, do some correcting sort of thing. I know of a lady who was working as a cleaner. She was a physiotherapist, specialist, whatever, professional, whatever. And when I looked at her, she had she was American. She was born in England, but maybe she lived in America, or she was American and she lived in England, something like that. She had the straightest ass back. She looked like Linda. What's her name? Linda of Terminator? That lady? Yeah. She looked like that. And she had such a straight back and everything. I saw her one time walking down the street and said, hey, look, daughter, there's that lady, that therapy lady. Look at her back, man. She's perfect, you know? Perfectly straight. And she says, yeah, I've been practicing for years and years. You know, perfected it, blah, blah, blah. Being a specialist. It's like, yeah, amazing. Looks like Linda Hamilton on that Terminator 2, is it? Yeah. Freaking, you know, pretty muscly and all that sort of stuff. Seen some ladies with like muscly shoulders. They come out of the gym and all that, and they got that muscly. Wow, that's like they got abs on the back of their between their shoulder blades. They look really good. Anyway, anything else? Yeah. So put all your thoughts and ideas in a diary here. You know, no one else needs to look at it. Put it somewhere else. Maybe you can make a backup copy. Also, get one of those. Notebooks, you know, put your affirmations in there, carry it on your person. Here it rains a lot, being winter, autumn, whatever, that season. So it might get drenched, right? So what we suggest is, we'll be back in a second. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. Here we go. We found this little bag on the side, right? Somebody dropped this, probably some lady or something like that. Who cares if it's a lady bag? You know, Mr. Macho Alpha Man, whatever. Alpha male. Okay, it's just a little bag. What we suggest is, you know, this is probably right size for a notebook to carry on your person, right? You put it in a plastic bag, put it in one of these. There's a shoulder purse or something, whatever you like to call it. But put it over like that, and you know, you're sitting at the bus stop, maybe waiting for a bus or something, or waiting for your friend to pick you up in his car. It's a Mercedes Benz or whatever, BMW, and you pull out your notebook out of your little plastic bag, whatever, and you know, you read your affirmations. Well, it's sitting there, instead of going twiddly twiddly and daydreaming about, you know, fantasies with the girl next door or something like that, you know. When you do all your affirmations, right, you carry it on your person. That's what Bruce Lee suggested, right? That's what he did. Okay, so he was always reminded of it, eh? Right? Okay, yeah, so, yeah, make another copy of the notebook, just in case you lose it. It gets all drenched, because you didn't put it in a plastic bag and it rained, right, and you got soaked, or somebody steals it when you're not looking, or you know, somebody nosy, yeah, you can't find it, you lose it, whatever, right? Then make yourself another copy. Notebooks are pretty cheap. You just write your affirmations down there, like, I will sit up correctly in my chair, I will breathe properly, I will, you know, keep a good posture, because that's have a look at Bruce Lee movies. When he sat down, he was always like this, you know, he sat up like that, he'd look at the other guy, and the other guy's like this, you know, he was always sitting like that. He sent messages in his movies, right, for people, to viewers, right, you know, and different quotes and stuff like that, and different postures he adopted, you know, sitting down and all that sort of stuff, okay, because if you sit like this, your back gets sore, gets out of shape, whatever, you have bad back, you get a sore back, to go see a therapist and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's an idea. Have a diary, write all your thoughts and ideas down. Okay, where do thoughts come from? From the universe somewhere, ethereal, right, into your mind, your mindscape, right, and swirls around in there, and you go, wow, that's a great idea, maybe I should try that. You write it down. If you don't write it down, it's like having a password or something, like, now what the hell is the password? I think it was, and then you get it all wrong, right, and then you get kicked out of your Gmail, or you can't get into YouTube because you forgot your damn password, right, so you have to go and create a new one. Okay, write it down, put it somewhere safe, right, under lock and key, whatever. Okay, so Can't really think of it. Oh yeah, when you're exercising, right, you got to have water. You might get dehydrated. Have a little bottle of water like that. This is just an example because it's small, right? If we had a other one, it'd be like huge and heavy. So yeah, you get a bit thirsty, get a bit dry. Have a sip, right? So you don't get dehydrated. And there's these isotone waters or something for this stuff. Here, you know, Powerade, whatever. Ah, crap. It's just like coloured water, you know, sugary water. Get the oxidised water, if you get it from one of those water suppliers, oxygenated or something like that. Filtered water, whatever, it's beautiful there. Cuts out all those fluorides, whatever, right? But fluoride's not that bad for you, apparently, because you're thinking that consuming it in small doses, right? Okay, it might hit you later on with that sort of stuff. Okay, but yeah, get those filter things. Takes out all the iron, the copper, and whatever, all the crap that's supposed to be in there. Okay. What else? Yeah. Okay, so we might end this video here. Okay, we've got tons of these books, right? These books and notebooks and all that, and we've written all this stuff in it. We're going to go through all of them. Got about 25 of them over the years, right? And we've never really applied anything. It's just all right, you know. No action taken. So we're going to like sort them all out and then biff those ones. Just have one or two. Say, you know, don't have, like we had 20, 30, you know. We didn't need that, right? Just have one or two. Say for your specific genres or topics or whatever, or fields you want to major and succeed in, right? Say like, I don't know, martial arts or something like that. You write down your ideas, you know, all that sort of stuff. Put on there, martial arts notes only or something, right? And you get another one. Looks pretty similar, doesn't it? Because it's the same diary. Okay. Get another one and go, okay, I want to be successful at computers. Yeah, Linux, Windows, all that sort of stuff, right? Blah, blah, blah. There's a business opportunity in that, all that sort of stuff. So you put computer notes only, right? And you might have a third one, because we have three interests, right? Might be like, you see, you're a Christian or whatever, you're into the church or whatever, but you see some problems with the church, right? You think, well, somebody's pulling the wool over our eyes, we're being deceived, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so you do your studies, all that sort of stuff on it, and you put over here, say the Aramaic scriptures, Christianity, religion, whatever, only, right? So you have three separate ones. Don't have any more, because then you'll be like writing computer stuff in your religious book, kung fu in your religious book, health and nutrition, all that in your computer book, right? You have too many of them, you're spitting yourself out too thin. Yeah. So yeah, you can use kids' old school books that, you know, they dropped out of school or whatever, they don't go to school anymore. Right? And if you've got half the book, you can say, like if you're doing YouTube videos, you can write down what you're going to say first. So they go blip, 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 like I did when I first started. You know, people are like, what the hell's he saying? Can't understand what you're saying. Blah, 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 you know. Yeah. So just have three of them, a couple of notebooks. Get yourself there's an African American guy, I think. American Negro guy. Somebody on YouTube says, yeah, in the old days, people used to accumulate libraries, so they had that knowledge, right? So like Bruce Lee did, that's what he basically did, is collected like 2,500 books on different subjects, right? Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy, fencing, judo, karate, all the martial arts, right? The philosophies, Rene Descartes, Plato, Socrates, whoever, right? Even an Islamic book, Muslim book on Islam, right? Yeah, because he wanted to expand his knowledge and expertise, right? Right. Okay, so you look at Jack Dempsey old boxing videos and try and mimic him, right? Like, you know, if Dempsey threw a right with his right hand and stepped in whatever was his left leg or whatever, well, he was basically doing the same like that, right? You look at probably Muhammad Ali, because, you know, supposedly someone says, oh, you know, Muhammad Ali would take you on, right? Step in the ring, because Muhammad Ali did say, I'll take on any Asian. He took on that was a wrestler guy or something, right? And I don't know if he knocked him out, whatever, Japanese guy, etc, etc. So what he did was he was looking at the footage of them, movie footage, and trying to emulate them to figure out how did they move. Did they have a weakness? Could he, you know, how could he overpower them? All that sort of stuff. Okay, but he'd lose against Muhammad Ali because look at his 130-pound frame, packed with muscle and all that. But Ali's a heavyweight, was a heavyweight champion, world champion, whatever. He'd take the blows, did all this training, right? American boxing, people don't really know. As Bruce Lee said in one of his magazine interviews, they don't really know American boxing. They've got to take the pain and all this sort of stuff. They've got to go through the training. Like we mentioned in another video, Taekwondo master or grandmaster now, He Il Cho, said that he got beaten up by a boxer because he didn't know how to box, right? He hadn't done the training with it, so he incorporated it in his Taekwondo. Okay, so we might leave it at that. Can't think of anything else. You probably see around the walls at the back here, got a lot of Bruce Lee posters, etc. Okay, we've studied heaps about him, same as Elvis Presley, and we've come to realise what they were really like behind the scenes, according to this information. So we're relaxed a bit on those two. Yeah, trying to think of something else. Yeah, so probably we'll, in the next video, next couple of videos, we'll actually show you how to do, I'm pretty sure it's called Hyperdine Isometrics. We'll go through that. Richard Hiddleman's yoga, which is hatha yoga, breathing, all that sort of stuff. Augmandino, Greatest Secret in the World, Napoleon Hill, what's the other guy, Vincent Peale. There's heaps of them, right? To motivate your mindset. But we're trying to avoid all those ones which are like hypey, fluffy, I don't know about Bob Proctor. Maybe he's good, Figure out what actually works for us, and then maybe be able to influence you, encourage you to do the same, or find your own means, okay? Yeah, so thank you for taking the time. We've got to end it there, else we'll be here for the next 2-3 hours, jabbering. So thanks for taking the time to view our latest video presentation. We hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe to us down here somewhere, and add your comments. Maybe it's that way. Yeah, add your comments, and we'll get back to you on those as soon as we can. Oh yeah, don't forget to give us a like, and then go share this video with all your family, friends, neighbours, etc. that are hardcore Bruce Lee fans, and they want to do something to improve their sedentary lifestyle. Sick of sitting on the couch, eating the Colonel's chicken, and drinking those sugary sodas, and getting fat like a whale. Yeah, so you could probably suggest, well, come and look at this guy's channel, A Body Like Bruce, and see what you can absorb from that.